Reagents. It's currently double reagents right now per members. So by simply pressing X or left clicking any reagent that you can find on the ground, we're getting double of what we would normally get. Now this is a guide for beginners, people who are just getting started or never really understood why we needed to collect reagents, or you're always just selling them. This is for you. So we're just going to go over the basics, where to find them, what they are, how to farm them. But before we get into that, I need to tell you a sad story. Okay, I've been collecting this reagent forever and I still can't do it. So this is why I'm making this video. I need to go get this reagent today. I need this. By simply pressing J on your keyboard, you're going to bring up your crafting menu, which right now we actually have no cooldown crafting. So that's pretty cool. But if you head over here to the all spell cards, head to the spell cards. This is the card that every death wizard is trying to get. In order for me to craft this, it requires all of these reagents here. Now, some of these reagents you could find just wandering around the spiral. They spawn frequently. Others you can find from shopkeepers or people selling them in a bazaar. You can garden for them, or you can even farm bosses to get some. But the one I've been trying to get is this amber. I'm going to get you today. So as you're walking around, you're going to find reagents like this one, or this mistwood over here, just laying about. Go collect them as much as you can, especially if it's something you need. But these guys do sell pretty good. Let me see. Now, by simply pressing B on your keyboard, you'll pull up your backpack and then head over to housing, fishing, snacks, and then reagents. Now you're on the reagent page, and these are all the reagents you've been collecting throughout the spiral. If you want, you could actually buy and sell reagents from the bazaar here in Old Town. If you want a quick teleport here, you can go to the social bar, and someone's always here in a bazaar. You can quickly just click on their name and teleport to them. Now, like I said, we could sell our items here. So if we head over down to the reagents, we can see that this acorn here sells for 180, and this mistwood here will sell for 32. Now this area works as a grand exchange, so I want to show you something real quick. If you click the sell more, right, you could do the math, and it's going to tell you what your minimum total and maximum total is. So basically, depending on how much stock is in the bazaar right now, you might actually be getting less than what the product is actually worth. The maximum they're going to pay you for this one item is going to be 32. The minimum is 3 coins. So be careful on how you're selling your stuff, because honestly, this stuff might be better just to use for crafting and sell it later. But like me, if you are looking for a specific reagent and you're collecting them as you go, head over to the buy section here at the bazaar, and it'll show everything that is currently being sold from other players, and that's what's in stock here in the bazaar. The bazaar is always getting updated by players buying and selling things, so just simply re-click this reload. But this is also world specific. So if we actually hop over, well, we can look through here real quick, see what they have. They don't have what we want, so we can head over and just swap worlds. Let's see, we'll go here to realms, and we'll go to Bellstorm, which is crowded. Hop into the store, go over to that last page, and we can see what we got here. Like, see, we got some dust here. Now, when you get into crafting, you're going to learn these two people very well. This is Eudora. I can't pronounce names, but she's the novice crafter. So this is the first person that'll teach you how to become a crafter. And then over here, we have the reagent vendor, like I was talking about. So if you head over to reagent vendor, he will be buying and selling these kind of things. This will vary from world to world. So depending on which world's next, so Krakatopia will be the next higher level of vendors and crafting. But you'll get more for your money if you sell your reagents through the bazaar. But honestly, I'm telling you, hold on to it. Over here, if you head over and talk to Eudora and go to the recipe shop, she sells certain recipes that you can craft. But the one that we like is the reagents. So this is the transmute. So say we needed a bunch of acorns, but we can't find them anywhere. We don't want to farm for them. Well, we can transmute them. So by just getting mistwood, which is a little bit easier to buy and just collect alone, we can actually transmute the mistwood, 15 of them, into one of these acorns. So that's how I got my blood moss. If you see here, she actually sells a transmute for the blood moss right here. Blood moss. But you're going to need 15 red mandrake for that. And if you can't find any of this or farm for it, then you can actually transmute that. And this becomes a better and easier recipe with the mistwood or the deep mushrooms. So now my goal was to collect as much mistwood and as much deep mushroom so that I can transmute to make this red mandrake, to make this blood moss, so eventually that I can make that deer knight. You can see how it's starting to become a lot, but that's why you're going to want to collect everything as you go. So if it ever does come up that you need some of this stuff, you already have it. You don't have to go try and hunt for it. So mistwood is one of the first reagents you're going to come in contact with, and that's going to be here in Unicorn Way. You can find this basically all over Wither City, but you're definitely going to find it here. So if you need it, come over to Unicorn Way and just come and collect some. Another thing you will find here is the cactail. So collect that as you see it. But honestly, you'll be finding the cactail just in any body of water around the spiral. So just keep an eye out for it if you're looking for it. Now this flax is a new one. I don't know if this is just something that's going on during this birthday month, but flax is new to this area. So if you do need it, it's over here in Unicorn Way. A lot of it. I've been collecting every day. Next in Krokotopia, you're going to be finding the stone blocks. Just be careful. Sometimes they put it out in the street, and you don't want to be dragged into a battle. You can also find some deep mushrooms in Wizard City, in Krokotopia, basically all over the spiral. But I think I have a better spot where you can actually get it. So if you head over here to Toadstone Village, this is probably one of the best spots to get the deep mushroom. As you can see, we have some spawned in right here. We can collect that. And then what you're going to want to do is just walk around here and see if you can find any more of these, whoa, what is that? A rose. Huh. Any more of these reagents just laying around. Take that. Okay, now that I believe we took all the reagents here in the area, what we're going to do is head over to our realms and switch to the next one. We'll go to this one. It is going to take a few seconds in between each teleport to do it, so just keep looking if you can't find any. But this is just like the Bazaar. Everything around here is world based, and so if you can't find it, world hop to the next one. This will also just speed up the process, so you don't have to like keep traveling around. You know where the reagent is spawning in, so hop worlds and just keep collecting it as you go. Okay, so we talked about collecting them realm to realm, realm hopping, and buying them from stores. Now let's dive into the transmutation just a little bit more. So we head into our crafting, and you bought some transmutations. Head all the way over to reagents. Now we know I need the amber, but you know, this Merle whiskers and this amber dust is really rare as well. So amber alone is just one of the rarest items that you can get in the game. But we'll talk about later how we can actually get it. But let's go back to an easy transmutation like acorns. You can see here it has a cooldown of 2 seconds, which is not too bad. And you can see that the amber has a cooldown of 15 seconds. So honestly, reagents are not that bad, but if you are crafting anything else like the deer knight, that takes 18 hours of a cooldown. Basically, so after I craft this, I have to wait 18 hours before I can get my crafting slot back. If you head up here to our character and go to time slots, these are your available time slots you have left. So you'll be able to see how many of these time slots you actually have. Like right here, I only have 1 pet time slot, but the rest is for crafting, so that's pretty good. The other thing you probably noticed is you can't actually craft this inside of your menu. What you have to do is head home. You're going to need yourself one of these card crafting stations, which you can get from the novice crafter lady, right? And you'll be able to head in here, click on which one you want to craft, and craft it. Easy day. Okay, so there's one more easy way to get reagents, besides the 2 final ones. That's going to take quite a bit of grinding. So let me show you. So unless you got a lot of money to buy all this, here's the free option. Head over here to the housing shop and talk to the castle tours lady and find a house like Botanical Gardens. These people leave their houses for us to tour and we can look at how crazy they built their house. But one of the bigger reasons why they do this is because of the daily items. So if you head in here and select one of these levers, we'll actually be getting a daily reward from this house. There's many other houses that do things like this. I'll try to leave a link to the description of a website that gives you and lists all of the houses that have these daily assignments in them. But this is one easy way to just world hop into different people's houses and collect their assignments. Okay, so the next two things come hand in hand. One of them is gardening. So if you have a little area set up to start gardening, this is your time and place. So depending on what you're looking for, different seeds will give you different items in return. Like couch potatoes over here will give you mega pet snacks. So if you're training pets, that's what you're going to want to garden. Me, I'm looking for amber. And from what I hear, if you want to get amber, you need to do gardening. And you need to garden King Parsleys or evil magma peas. But King Parsley is where it's at because every harvest of the King Parsley, you're basically guaranteed to get a King Parsley back. So you don't have to keep the grind. Once you get one, you're going to eventually just have a bunch of them. And they have a rare chance of dropping the ultra plant of the King Parsley. So that's just going to double our ways of getting amber. In order for me to get this King Parsley, we're going to have to either go and fight Kronos in Tartarus or a monster called the Sand Squid Tentacles, which honestly I don't know where that's at right now. But what I hear is Kronos is probably the easiest way to go. The sad thing is I have a quest right now to go there right now and fight Hades. So I guess I'm going to get started on that. Oh wow, there's someone here. Cool.
You're about to enter a
Now, you're going to need to have a membership in order to go into this place. Looks like he's trying to farm it too. Can we just go straight to it? I think we're both here for the same reason, my guy. Let me see. What level is this person? Level 95. Honestly, I think you get access to this place after level 90. So, this might not be a viable option for most players. There is other options. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And, you know, honestly, I hate to say it, but crowns are an option to get started here. If you go over to the gardening section, you can actually buy the King Parsley for $7.50. I just don't want to do that. And you can also buy reagents from here as well in bundles, but you're not going to get what you need, and it's just expensive. Like, I just hate for anybody to actually do this. All right, I quit. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna buy them. I don't care. I've been waiting too long for this. Heading to the shop. We're gonna head over to the reagent bundles. Now we could try to get it in one of these. Well, no, we don't want reagents. No, we want gardening. Garden. Seeds. Seeds. We could. I don't know what even comes in that, and I don't want to risk it. So we're just going straight for the King Parsley. I swear, if you only give me one. Are you only giving me one? For this much? Ah, you're lucky I need you. They only gave me... Wait, what is that? 180? That's how much it cost, or... Hold on. Hold on. Seeds. We have one King Parsley. Got 750. That's basically at like 75 cents per. Are you kidding me? Whatever. Okay. What? Okay. I highly don't recommend doing any of that. Okay, if you need reagents, go farm them. It's gonna take. It's it's funner. You're gonna go grinding. But you know what? You know what's happening right now is the reagent. Okay, right? The reagents, the double reagent thing, it's actually messing with the drop rate of anything else. All I'm getting was reagents. So, I mean, we got some cool reagents. I got some Merle Whiskers and stuff like that. That was cool. That I kind of need that to make amber, but not getting any of the gardening drops. So, whatever. And just like that, we have our first King Parsley. Okay. This isn't what this video is about. We're gonna I'm gonna make another video about that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do a beginner's guide into gardening if you want to learn how to do things like this. I mean, I'll kind of explain it. Now, this was just the beginner guide to reagents. We talked about collecting them throughout the spiral. We talked about world hopping to regenerate them. We talked about selling them. We talked about buying them from other shopkeepers, what they're useful for in crafting. We talked about being able to get them from gardening and farming bosses. And if we really need reagents, to be using the double members reagents whenever that's going on. I hope this was helpful. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to be going over gardening, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in Wiz.